Rain lingers in portions of eastern KELOLAND for a little while longer at least, but this will all gradually get on out of here as we head through the next hour or two, and then that will set the stage for a nice run of weather going into the second half of the work week. Lows tonight mainly in the 50s as we gradually clear out, becoming partly to mostly clear, and a good amount of sunshine on Wednesday. Maybe a sprinkle or two in a few areas. Either way, highs in the 70s to low 80s. We'll go through the rest of your 7-day forecast coming up, but until then, First at 4 starts right now.
Live from KELOLAND Media Group, KELOLAND News, First at 4.
Coming up, one man is dead after a shooting in T. We'll have the latest on the investigation straight ahead.
Plus, a woman found alive at a Nebraska funeral home dies hours after being taken to the hospital. We'll tell you what we know.
And we're also going to take a look at the new technology to help detect children so they don't get left behind in hot cars. Good afternoon, and thanks for tuning in to First at 4. I'm Don Jorgensen.
And I'm Kelly Volk. Depending on where you live, you have 3 or 4 hours left to cast your vote in the 2024 South Dakota primary election. Polls opened at 7 this morning. They'll remain open until 7 o'clock local time.
KELOLAND Summer Roddershot joins us now live with a look at how it's going. Good afternoon, Summer.
Yeah, guys, here at the Faith Baptist Fellowship Church, there's 3 different precincts located here. They say between the 3 precincts that around 650 people have voted so far. And while this is better than what they said the runoff looked like, it's not what they quite were hoping for today. However, you do still have until 7 o'clock tonight to vote. Make sure you bring a valid ID so you can do so. Also stick with KELOLAND News tonight as we have live updates on the elections. Reporting live in Sioux Falls, Summer Roddershot, KELOLAND News.
Thanks, Summer. In other news, one man is dead after a shooting in the northern part of T. Police say it happened just before noon yesterday on North Carla Avenue. Authorities have arrested Timothy Overton. He's a suspect in an assault prior to the shooting. He is currently being held without bond. At this point, he is not charged in connection with the shooting.
2 South Dakota men are headed to federal prison for sex crimes involving children. 46-year-old Ted T.J. Herx received a 30-year sentence for making child pornography. It was the maximum sentence for the crime. The Watertown man admits to secretly shooting nude pictures and videos of a sleeping child. Herx also faces rape and child pornography charges in Cottington County.
A Sisseton man also received the maximum sentence for committing a sex crime against a child. 40-year-old Lincoln Wana Jr. received a 10-year sentence for abusive sexual contact with the child. When he's released from Fredwell Prison, Wana will have 5 years of supervision.
2 Sioux Falls men are behind bars following a pursuit near Watertown. 31-year-old Javon Clayton is facing a long list of charges, including aggravated eluding and receiving stolen property. 31-year-old Mally Schlosser Jr. is also charged with receiving stolen property along with possession. The Cottington County Sheriff's Office says that it happened at around 11:30 Saturday night. Authorities say that deputies found a stolen car at a convenience store east of Watertown, and when they tried to stop it, it took off. The 2 men were eventually arrested across town at a convenience store west of Watertown. When the car was searched, authorities say that they found stolen tools, credit cards, and other items were also found inside.
It's time for a check of the weather. We had quite the downpour this afternoon.
Wow, that was something we experienced this afternoon, Adam.
Yeah, it didn't matter if you had an umbrella or not. You were getting soaked in Sioux Falls with the heavy rain that we had just a couple of hours ago with a thunderstorm that rolled on through. But not everybody had to deal with all that rain. We'll start with a nice view, a very nice view even. It's up in Mulbridge, 75 with blue skies above. West wind at 17 miles per hour. But then we get our little reality check and head down to Sioux Falls. There's our view from the downtown camera. 63, rather gloomy, rather soggy, with a north wind at 18 miles per hour. We have received a little over a half an inch of rain so far today, nearly all of that coming within about a half-hour span around the 1 o'clock hour with that thunderstorm that came through. Lesser amounts, though, up toward Marshall, Brookings, Huron as well. These little strips of half-inch to 1-inch rain, that's up toward Faith and then into the Perkins County area with some storms from yesterday evening. That's localized higher amounts in Sioux Falls, but officially that's what we're seeing at the airport. And this may be the last of it for at least a little while. We'll talk about that in your extended forecast.
Thanks, Adam. Well, it almost doesn't sound real. A Lincoln, Nebraska woman at a funeral home seemed to come back to life yesterday. Now the sheriff's office is asking questions. John Gravold's with our CBS affiliate in Lincoln explains.
This morning, just before 10, a Lincoln woman on hospice was pronounced dead at Waverly's Mulberry Nursing Home. Then she came here to this Central Lincoln mortuary. Now, no one with the Butheris, Mazer, and Love Funeral Home wanted to go on camera today, but you can imagine the shock that some of their employees were in for when they discovered that Lincoln woman still breathing. From the highly unusual dispatch call made by an employee just before they were about to begin their process.
A 74-year-old female that was believed to be deceased and brought here is now agonal breathing on the table.
Lincoln Fire and Rescue transported the 74-year-old to a hospital. The Lancaster County Sheriff's Office is still investigating the case, but so far, they say it was just a mistake. We called LSO about an hour ago, and they couldn't confirm whether she's still alive.
This is a very unusual case. I've been doing this 31 years, and nothing like this has ever gotten to this point before. There's been people that we've gone to and found before, but it was way before something like this has happened.
Reporting in Lincoln, John Gravold's 1011 News.
The Lancaster County Sheriff's Office says the woman was pronounced dead for a second time at 4 o'clock yesterday afternoon.